Welcome back, YouTube. My call sign is Mike 6 Charlie Tango Papa M6 CTP, and today we're doing a little review on this little radio here, little bad boy. Really get the old spectacles on. It is a wouxun stroke wouxun, depending on where you are. Kilo Golf stroke Uniform Victor number 8 H for Hotel. It is a dual band, 2-band handheld transceiver radio. Dual receive. Right, I'm going to get onto a few things that excite me about this radio. Because recently, before that, I purchased the Quangsheng something. We're not going to talk about that. Before we do move on to the wouxun radio, that's the box the Quangsheng came in. Budget radio, you can get these for under £20. I'm probably never going to use that radio again. The box this one came in, colour, information all over it, well displayed, labelled, and easy to understand what is in this box and what the item does compared to cheaper radio equipment, which we are not impressed with. However, this little wouxun radio, I'm going to call it an ocean, just to upset people who like to use the word wouxun. Is camera B still recording? Yes, camera B keeps going off, so we've had a few words with that today. I've changed the startup screen. I get the battery voltage. You normally get a round circle with wouxun ocean. Before we go into it, I've got on the screen in front of me Martin Lynch and Son. Not affiliated with them at all. They don't even know I exist. This is where I bought the radio from at the moment. They've got 10% off at the moment. I was lucky to buy it with 10% off. $89.99. I purchased the programming lead from them as well at the same time, so that boosted the price up to about £2,500. As you can see here, it has the black and white screen. Keep tapping the camera B to make sure it's working. I do absolutely love this display. I absolutely love it. There's the menu. That is such a nice display. You have 4 different options for display: black with white writing, black with gold writing, or you can have a background, a block of bluey white, and some other stuff. Now, the things I like about this, let's get back on camera B. The display is outstanding to me compared to, let's turn on this one. I don't think the GoPro is even going to pick that up. And also, this is a crossband repeater, which is fantastic for a handheld radio. You can have it to receive in and then transmit out, and then it will receive back and transmit back to where you started from, or you can just have it working one way. Not going to go through the menu. We've got obviously steps, spouts, all the usual stuff. Let's see if GoPro is going to pick it up. Let's get my spectacles on so the GoPro screen is tiny. I'll just go through some of the menus, talk out timer and all that. Voice, you can change it, English, only beep on off language. Yeah, you've got English, Chinese, and the menu is probably multiple. I want to hold this in the way that the GoPro is going to pick it up. I just cannot specify enough how much I love this radio. Right, the other features I like is the A and B dual receive. The AC4XR is a single liner display. If you want to receive 2 separate frequencies or channels, it flicks between them every 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds it's receiving nothing from one. You could be missing something on the other frequency. Well, I'm wearing glasses, I can't see. But dual watch and dual receive is different. And some people don't understand the difference. And I've said before, oh, it's only got dual watch. And they go, no, it's dual receive. It's not. This is dual receive. You put it on 2 separate frequencies or 2 channels, 2 frequencies, and it will monitor them both and receive both at the same time. Some people say, why do you want that? Why do you need to? Again, I drive around for work. I'm a driver, and I like to monitor as many things as I can. I can't talk, I don't transmit, too busy in and out of the vehicle. But it is nice to be able to. And it's SMA female, same as the little bow fangs. Don't think that's going to focus at all. Nope. So all the antennas I've got do fit. The connectors I've got a little pot of connectors here. Always have an SMA female in there somewhere along the lines. We'll have a slab of coffee. Yeah, so I'm amazed by the screen, the clarity, the brightness. You've got, I think it's 10 seconds of brightness, so you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the colour. The screen's bigger than other radios. It fits well in the hand. It's not too squashed and compact. The buttons are easy to push. Whoops, sorry. Has an FM radio. If you want to listen to the local radio stations, turn it off because of copyright. And then I've got this bottom one set as a monitor, or squelch as some call it. So it's got 2 programmable buttons. You can program it for 1 click. You can choose what you want out of the pre-stated options, or if you hold it down, does something else. So 2 buttons, 4 options. I know a lot of radios do that. I think this crankshaft thing does it too, yeah. The buttons are horrible and cheap and tacky. The radio's big, fat, chunky radio. We don't have to use the word fat anymore. The speaker mic socket, let's go back on this camera. The speaker mic, you have to use a screwdriver or something to open that up. Get the spectacles on so I can see what we're doing. Now I'll unscrew that. Remove that. There's an orange O-ring washer, protector for dust and water. There's your sockets. Same as a bow fan. Like a kg-uv8h if anyone's got one of them. Most people have, so I just refer things to that. And then when that goes on there, you screw it back up. And it's IP67, I believe. I may be wrong. Keep my old spectacles on. Click on that on Martin Lynch's website. I've had a few things with Martin Lynch. I've got to admit, I do like the speedy delivery. Prices, you can't grumble about them. See if we can get this correct IP rating. I'm sure it's IP67. I don't think they state it. No. As I say, I've had a test of the crossband repeat facility on it. 1 watt output, probably less with that on it. Probably less with most radios. Minimum. So you get 3 power options. It's supposed to be 1, 5 and 8, I think. 1 watt, 5 watt and 8 watts. No, it doesn't say about the IP rating on here. Or does it? Yeah, there we go. 1 watt, 5 watt, 8 watt. On UHF. VHF is 1 watt, 7 watt, 10 watt. Never seen that before. So they state it's a 10 watt radio on VHF. But UHF, 8 watt. Again, if you buy the GMRS version in the States, I think they're 5 watt maximum. Don't quote me. No, it says nothing on it about that. I've got instructions in there, but I'm not reading the instructions because I haven't got a telescope to read them. Doesn't say anything on there about the IP rating, but I'm sure it's IP67-ish. I've seen people submerge it in water. You're not supposed to sink it completely in water. I think you can pour a cup of water on it, a glass of water. You can use it in the rain. It just means that you can shake it off and it'll be fine. But I did see someone completely submerge it, take it out, and it's working. That person also set fire to it. If you know who that is, his videos are quite entertaining. But yeah, nothing on here about it. I mean, you'll have to go onto their actual website. It's got a stopwatch. This is new for me. I've never seen it on the radio before. If you go into menu, turn on the stopwatch, then the radio operates as normal, and when you push, I can't read it now. Can't see it on there. No, if you push one of the buttons, it might be hash. Don't quote me. It's just on the screen. Stopwatch starts. You push the button again. Stopwatch stops. Push the button again. It resets and starts again. So introducing a stopwatch to a handheld radio could be quite good for some users. Personally, I have a watch and I have a smartphone, and they generally have stopwatch on them. And sometimes I've been known to actually count in my head and out loud. So the stopwatch stated here might not be good. Remote alarm, dual watch, crossband repeater, power on message. I've had trouble with that. I can't put my own on there. I can have the battery voltage come up, or I can have their logo. I can't get my own like I can other radios. But that's not a problem. But I generally like to have my phone number. But some radios miss out the last digit. You can only have so many numbers. I do like having my call sign when you turn it on. So that is a problem. I've not been able to actually personalise the power on greeting message. Just having a quick glance through here. It's easy enough for those that want to use it on frequencies it's not meant to. On the wouxun8h, that one, you have to turn it on, hold down a couple of buttons, type in a 16-digit number, save, and then it opens it up so you can use it for things like 446 megahertz. This is easy. It's fully programmable with Chirp. I haven't used their own programming software because I use Chirp and I download from the Shack radio or a handheld or the car radio, and then I can just copy it and paste it. And then this radio is a clone of radios I've pre-got. Yeah, up, down, same as a barrel fan that I've got on the left of me I'm just looking at. However, menu and exit, yeah, that's all the same. Nice big speaker. The audio on this is fantastic. Next to that, everyone sounds really quiet and really tingy and tangy. Buttons are very well distinguished from touch or with touch. Easy operation. The belt clip screws to the radio. I'm a fan of this. The belt clip screws to the radio. There's an eyelet there for a lanyard. I've not took this one off yet. Slide that up. Battery comes up and out. There's the battery. Get some spectacles on. Don't know what you're going to see on this camera. 7.4 volt, 3,200 milliamp, 23.68 watt hour. There's the info. Oh, you can pause it if you can see it. GoPro's not that great. Quite a nice chunky, what I'd call a proper radio. I'm from the old school radio society, where I used to use radios a long time ago for work and so on, and that's a nice proper professional type battery. There's the inside of the radio. And you just put it in there. Clips in very well. Drop-in charger. There's no USB charging like there is this thing. But I'm not overly keen on USB charging because you need circuitry to boost up the volts. Again, this is a 7.4 volt battery. USB is only 5. Come on, just drop-in chargers. They work fine. Came with a high gain antenna, which is slightly, if you can see these ones up here, it's slightly longer than all of these. Slightly longer than all these stock antennas. It's longer than the Yaesu, it's longer than 888S's, it's longer than the standard 2 meter radio, and that, I can't remember what antenna that is on there, but it's longer than that. They call it a high gain, take them off. They call it a high gain antenna. Oh, hang on, I've pushed the button. So, overall, feel in your hand. Like it. Bit of weight to it. Feels solid. Channel selector at the top. We like that. Does that work for the menu? Yes, works for the menu too. So you can turn the knob at the top. There's resistance. I don't know if it's just mine, but that's not as loose as some radios. This one here, yeah, it's really loose. This one, you actually have to physically put force to turn it, so you're not going to accidentally catch it on something. You know, if you're out and about, like for instance, when I would have been with Raynet, we would have used a handheld. I'm not with them anymore. Quite often use a chest rig, but it's quite easy for a jacket to turn a loose turning knob, volume knob, up or down. But that's not loose. That's not going to be accidentally turned. Size comparison. we'll do a size comparison to the AC4XR. Let me just unplug that speaker mic. There's the AC4XR. There's the Ocean. Bigger screen says it all. Do a size comparison. I can only do a size comparison to what I have. I've got a couple of UV5Rs down there, but they're wired up. Just some weird shit. Yeah, I'll leave them all wired up. They got battery eliminators on them and they're wired up with something else. The 888S, another popular radio. 888S, 70cm radio. Slightly bigger. That's bigger than the 4XR. And then the GT3TP with a bigger battery. Not a lot in it. And you can see the screen. These are two-liner display. This is two-liner display. Signal meter on that is tiny in the corner. Signal meter on this is fantastic. It's full length across the screen. This camera's not going to show it. M6 CTP testing connection. See, all the way across the screen. Turn it up in case someone comes back. Same with it, we transmit, depending on what power setting you are on, depends on how long the bar goes in red when you transmit on black and white screen. Get that put back away. So yeah, they're the key features, really. Crossband repeat, fits well in your hand, belt clip screws to the radio, channel selector at the top, as well as the up and down keys. So if it is on your belt, you can just reach down, turn channels, and you can hear her telling you. Like I know the local repeaters on channel 21. So I know by turning that, I have to reach down and try and find the up and down buttons. I have to take it off the belt, out of the pouch, out of the chest rig. To see what channel I'm on, I can just turn the dial at the top. I should have called it a dial instead of a knob, because that's kind of what it is. Yeah, we like this radio. And that's it receiving. Keep getting interference from a local repeater. Probably won't do it now, but we'll push monitor. Again, fantastic audio. We'll probably do a test. We'll take it out camping next time we go camping. Get in the car, just use it to receive. I'll just swap the antennas over. Right, so that's the Ocean kg-uv8h. This specific one is from Martin Lynch, but you can buy them from other places. Postage was great, turned up, packed and unharmed. Yeah, we won't let this drag out any longer because we've got to edit it and stick it on the old tube of the U. But I honestly recommend this bad boy. Full receive, fantastic. Screen, fantastic. Audio from the speaker, fantastic. Buttons, fine, functional. Waterproof cover on the speaker mic port. Oh, fantastic. Battery, fantastic. Antenna, wow. Fantastic. It's not rigid like the Yaesu and the Baofangs. They're like solid plastic. You drop your radio, you're going to break your socket there where it screws in. But that's got some flexibility. It's not going to do as much damage being rigid. So, fantastic. So far, I've not found anything I don't like about this. Oh, if you want to use the repeater, when you're in menu and you turn the repeater on, you just push the button down here, RPT, bottom corner, puts into repeater mode. There you go. No, you hold it down. There you go, you hold it down. Do it on this camera. This camera, I don't know if it's picking it up or not. There's my spectacles, there they are. We get my spectacles with GoPro cameras, that absolutely, the screens are tiny. So, we wouldn't use this on these frequencies, but there's a 70cm calling channel, there's a 2 meter calling channel. As long as you're on 2 meters and 70cm, doesn't matter which way around it is, you hold down this button at the bottom. You see the little green circle up there with the arrows on it? That just means crossband repeater on or off. And in the menu, you can choose if you want it one way or if it will do two-way traffic. Simple as that. Right, okay, while we're here on this camera B, VFO and frequency mode, we're on top one. So you can have it as you've got it named. I've got that named 70 centimeters. That's the frequency mode, channel mode, or display the frequency of the channel that you're on. So you've got 3 ways of displaying it, and finally you'll get to frequency mode. And then get that back onto how I like it, the name of it. A and B, puts it on the bottom one becomes bigger. And then you've got channel mode, it's number 22. That's the frequency that channel's on. That's the name of that channel that it's on. Or frequency mode, where you're free to type in direct from the input, direct input from the keypad, whatever frequency you want. So A and B up, which is, you know, A and B says it all. And the little red icon there displaying to show you what, if you want A or B, let's choose that one. There we go. So A is red there to show you on the bottom line. Push A and B. Goes to the top one. If you don't notice the change in size, again the red marker is there. Scan. Scanning everything in the menu. It will stop momentarily. Then carry on. This one, wherever it is, you have to program your channels in there, and then you have to make a scan list in the program software to add those memories to before you can scan. That is a pain in the neck, that radio. Let's have a look. There you got your general shortcuts. Save, squelch, TX power. Oh, hang on, it's TX here. Yeah, TX power. So you've got your general shortcut buttons, the programmable side buttons, and I am waffling on way too long. I'm not going to go to settings and change the colour of the screen because I do like this black. I've got it set to high. The battery life on it seems to be very satisfying. I've not been upset with that. And like I said, I've had it a week or two, and I'm loving it. Turn it off. Yeah, that's that. Again, I've got mine from Martin Lynch. Shop around on Google. You don't have to go to Martin Lynch. I'm not trying to raise awareness for their website. It's just, again, I've used it a few times and I like them. Right, that's it. 73 from Mike 6 Charlie Tango Papa. And we'll catch you on the next video. And now this is the first time I think I've done a video with 2 cameras, so this will be interesting to see if I can put it all together. Right, catch you on the next video. Let me hit start.